Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about the types of bases or classification of bases. First type, based on the proportion of water mixed with base or alkali, they can be classified as concentrated base or concentrated alkalis and dilute bases or dilute alkalis. Concentrated bases or alkalis means proportion of water is less than the proportion of base or alkali in the given mixture. Dilute bases or alkalis mean proportion of base is less than the proportion of water in the given mixture. It's just like concentrated acid or dilute acid. Hence, we can conclude that there is no specific examples of concentrated bases or concentrated alkalis and dilute bases or dilute alkalis. Any alkali or any water soluble base can be available in both concentrated and dilute form. Second type. Based on the degree of dissociation or degree of ionization, alkalis can be classified as strong alkali and weak alkalis. Here we have to remember one thing. We are mostly focusing on water soluble bases. So, whatever bases we will be writing here, they are behaving as alkalis. So, what is strong alkali or weak alkali? Based on the degree of dissociation or ionization, strong alkali and weak alkalis are classified. Strong alkalis means these alkalis completely ionize in water and produce large amount of hydroxide ion. They have high electrical conductivity because high concentration of ions are present in the solution. So which are the examples of strong alkalis? Sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH, potassium hydroxide, that is KOH, etc. Weak alkalis or weak bases. These alkalis partially ionize, that means they do not ionize completely in water and hence produce small amount of hydroxide ions. They have low electrical conductivity because in the solutions, concentration of ions are very less. Examples of such alkalis are ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, etc. Next, third type of classification. Just like acid, bases are also classified based on their acidity. That means monoacidic base, diacidic base, triacidic base, etc. So first we are going to discuss what is the meaning of acidity of base. Acidity of base is the number of hydroxide ions produced on dissociation from one molecule of base or alkali in water. Okay, so once again we'll see what is acidity of base. It represents the number of hydroxide ions produced from one molecule of base or one molecule of alkali in water. Let's see, we'll take the examples. Sodium hydroxide, when it dissolves in water, it produces Na plus and OH minus. From the equation, we can understand that one molecule of NaOH dissociates to produce only one hydroxide ion. Hence, the acidity of NaOH is 1. Same thing is observed in case of KOH. Ammonium hydroxide. One molecule dissociates to produce only one hydroxide ion. So its acidity is also 1. Calcium hydroxide. What is the formula? CaOH twice. So when it dissociates, that means when one molecule of calcium hydroxide dissociates, it produces 2 hydroxide ion. So we can conclude that its acidity is 2. Why? Because one molecule base produces 2 hydroxide ion in presence of water. Same thing is observed in case of magnesium hydroxide. Barium hydroxide also has acidity 2. Copper hydroxide has acidity 2 because it produces 2 hydroxide ion. Ferrous hydroxide, when dissociates, produces 2 hydroxide ion, so its acidity is also 2. Aluminium hydroxide. When one molecule of aluminium hydroxide dissociates in water, it produces 3 hydroxide ion, so its acidity is 3. Ferric hydroxide or iron hydroxide. It also produces 3 hydroxide ion in presence of water, so its acidity is 3. Now based on the acidity value, bases or alkalis are classified. The bases with acidity 1 are known as monoacidic base. Examples are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, etc. Bases with acidity 2 are known as diacidic base. For examples, calcium hydroxide, barium hydroxide, copper hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ferrous hydroxide, etc. Bases with acidity 3 are known as triacidic base, like ferric hydroxide, aluminium hydroxide, etc. These are the different types of bases. Next class onwards, we are going to learn about the properties of bases and uses of bases. Thank you.